Welcome to day 155, Becoming Peace Meditation and Inspiration. The name of today's session is Movement Through the Breath, where we're beginning another fabulous week of meditating and taking time to slow down, get grounded, and sit in the silence. So let's begin by taking a big, deep, cleansing breath in. Hold. And release. Sit up tall in a comfortable seat with your spine neutral and your chest open. As you feel your shoulders shift and drop, let your shoulder blades support a subtle expansion of your chest. With your chin neutral and the back of your neck long, close your eyes or gaze softly at the floor ahead of you. Breathe slowly and evenly in and out through your nose, and draw your attention to the breath. Let your breath reflect all the qualities you like to see in your mind. Gentle, spacious, patient, quiet, deep, easy, free. And as you get more comfortable here, settling into watching the breath, perhaps the exhale breath begins to lengthen just a little more. But no need to intentionally change the breath. Just be present with a comfortable breath. Notice the breath with a deep curiosity, as if you're noticing the most magical thing you will see all day. At first, perhaps counting the breath or saying the words, inhale, exhale. But eventually, noticing the breath, not with the thinking mind, but with the body itself. Feeling the breath, the sensation of movement of air in and out through the nose, the sensation of the rise and fall of the chest. Just notice the breath with the body itself. Notice how even in the most quiet moments of the breath, there is movement. No matter how subtle, there is always movement in and out through the nose. Always movement in the chest or the shoulders or the belly. The breath in a continual process of exchange. The body gently rising and falling with each breath. as you notice the breath and its movement, notice too how there's always movement in the mind as you sit here with attention to the breath. The mind is still active, perhaps drawing you away. When you notice this, just calmly take note of it as movement and shift attention back to the movement of the breath. The goal of meditation is not to stop the movement, but to stop chasing the movement. Once the intention of watching the breath has been set, we stay with the intention of watching the breath, returning to awareness of breath as many times as we need to. With curiosity, with awe, with gratitude, spaciously focused on breath, accepting of movement, accepting of the movement of the mind, but no longer attached to the movement of the mind, present instead with the movement of the breath. Present with the felt sense of breath in the body. Notice the gentle upward lift that accompanies each inhale, and release of the shoulders and the softening that accompanies each breath out. Stay with the breath. Stay with the body. No longer fighting against activity in the mind. Recognizing movement of the mind as movement of energy, as natural as the movement of the breath. And right now, no more important than our awareness of breath. We can leave it. We can indeed leave the mind. Let it move and play, attaching to none of it, pushing nothing away, letting it all float on by. Just as with breath, we don't hold on to the inhale. We don't force the exhale. We allow for the process. Breath comes in, breath goes out. Its movement, process, continuous. Breath comes in, breath goes out. Its movement, process, continuous. And we can rest here, just watching, letting it all be. Okay, let's come back now. Gradually, softly breathing, stretching your arms, your legs, shaking out your fingers, taking a deep cleansing breath in and out. And as you gently open your eyes, I hope you have felt some sense of peace through this session and an added measure of relaxation in your body, in your mind, in your soul, and in your spirit. Please consider sharing this session with someone you love. And remember to take in more light today than you did yesterday. I hope I see you tomorrow. I enjoyed holding this space for you today. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to day 156, Becoming Peace, Centering Thought Meditation. The name of today's session is The Pause. Today, it's all about stopping in the stillness and finding the voice of peace inside the quiet. This channel is meant to be a faith-based rest stop for your soul, a place you can let down the cares of life and enjoy a well-extended break in your day. So let's begin. Find a quiet place to sit with your back straight and your head and neck free. Your hands in your lap, resting, and your feet on the floor comfortably. Now, take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, and then exhale out through your mouth. Good. Taking time for yourself allows you to recharge your battery and refuels your soul. Today is going to be very, very simple. Just one simple centering thought, and here it is. Sometimes the answer is in the pause. Sometimes the answer is in the pause. What does this mean for you? If you're like me, when I come up against an obstacle, I move into fourth gear, searching for the answer, trying to make peace with the problem through actions. Today, I'm suggesting the answer is even more simple. So simple, in fact, that people fall off the wagon because they don't believe they're doing enough. Instead of being reactive, how about a different approach? Practice the pause. Because sometimes the answer indeed is in the pause. Sometimes the answer is in the pause. Today, I'm going to stop and see what's inside of the pause. Look around and see what we find in that space. I'm going to hold the space for you while you enjoy the pause. I'll mind the time for you until you hear a soft bell. Enjoy. now, gently, slowly, deeply breathing, be aware of your body and how it feels to be on this planet. Wiggle your fingers and toes and gently open your eyes and come back. Most of the time, the answers don't reside in the fight or flight, the chaos, or the catastrophe. They won't be found in the grief or in the ruckus. Most of the time, the dust must settle, and therein we find the answers in the pause. What does the pause look like for you? What do you need to embrace in order to feel okay about being in the pause? I hope you continue with peace and love in your heart today. Thanks for joining me. I invite you to take in a little more light today than you did yesterday. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope I see you. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to day 157, Becoming Peace, Meditation and Inspiration. The name of today's session is Color Your World. Today, we're learning a new meditative practice using the gift of sight. Color therapy is not only powerful, but successful. And today, we're going to learn to soothe the body through color and sight. So stay tuned. It's important that you not pass off today's meditation as something hokey or foolish. Colors are frequencies and energies and can be used as a powerful tool to calm the body, the mind, and even the soul. For instance, color is used in healing modalities in Chinese medicine as well as Ayurvedic practices. It's also been used for thousands of years to support the body in recovery and organ and chakra support. So be present while we continue in this exercise, and you can use this tool in future days when you need to relax at a deeper level. The world is full of different colors, and you can practice mindfulness by paying attention to which ones you're seeing in the present moment. Seeing is a different experience from tuning into the breath or body, but it offers the same opportunity to be deeply present. We rely heavily on our senses of sight, making it a powerful tool for the cultivation of mindfulness. You can do this practice virtually anywhere. You may be sitting at your desk, taking a ride on the bus, or walking down the street. Wherever you decide to do this practice, just set aside 10 minutes to dedicate yourself to it. Arrive in the present moment. So let's take a few deep breaths. Feel the body where it is and allow your energy to settle. Now we're going to pick one color to focus on. For example, you may try starting with red one day and then working your way through the traditional rainbow spectrum on each subsequent day. So find one thing that you can see that's the color that you've picked or chosen. Look at it with beginner's mind, as if you've never seen this thing before. Take a mental note of what it is and its size and shape. And after a few moments, look for something else that's this color as well. Just relax into it and observe this object in the same way. And continuing with this practice, notice when your mind wanders off. You can always return to the sensation of breathing, using the breath as the anchor of your awareness. You might find it helpful to mentally note exactly what you're seeing. For example, a red stop sign doesn't get labeled red stop sign. It becomes red octagon writing metal. So I'm going to mind the time and give you a few minutes to practice and rest in this space of color until you hear a soft bell. let's come back now. Coming back, breathing in deep breaths, deep cleansing breaths, and then push the air out with the exhale. Good. Very good. As you practice the Color Your World meditation in coming days, practice for at least 10 minutes and then allow your eyes to open after you're finished. Taking a few deep breaths in and letting go of the practice, and then just returning to your daily life. I hope you enjoyed learning a new skill of practicing mindfulness and meditation with color. It's just a small baby step towards using color to refresh and enliven and calm the mind. I've enjoyed holding this space for you today, and I hope that you take in more light today than you did yesterday. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'll be here. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to day 158, Becoming Peace Guided Meditation. Today is a bell ringer on one of the hottest topics out there, loneliness. Every person on the planet has experienced loneliness at some point, so no one is immune. For those who experience this emotion often and chronically, it's a battle and a struggle. In fact, it's a gut-wrencher. Today, we're going to bring some mindfulness around healing your heart and bringing a soothing, warming balm of comfort to your soul. If you've ever felt lost in loneliness, then you know how difficult it is to shake this feeling. Luckily, when you combine desire with dedication, amazing changes in your life occur. Daily meditation is simple, yet powerful. Implementing a task and sticking to it is how we make habits. Loneliness is simply a feeling that has become a habit. It can't be cured by any external means. Your life could be full of people and you still feel lonely. You could have no friends and feel lonesomeness. You could be completely alone and feel lonely. As you see, it is simply a thought of separation that creates the feeling of loneliness. This can have a never-ending, circling effect until you change your focus. So find a very comfortable position and make sure you'll not be disturbed. So let's begin by acknowledging the person who needs you the most. you'll find this person when you look in the mirror. Say to yourself now, thank you for this moment as an opportunity. Give yourself now the time to breathe your very best. For most of us, we go entire days without even thinking about our breath. Yet it's the very thing keeping us alive. Your breath has been there for you since the beginning, your very first day of life, fitting to each moment exactly as it needs. The breath never asks questions, and it never judges you. It simply does what is required instantaneously. So let's honor our breath now and all it has been doing for us with 5 significant and purposeful breaths together. Number 1, let's fully inhale, expanding your belly and chest as much as you can, holding it for a moment, and then exhaling, feeling a wave of relaxation sweeping over you. Number 2, inhale, filling your entire breathing system with fresh oxygen, and hold it. And exhale. Noticing again that wave of relaxation gently sweeping over you. Number 3, inhale very deeply so that you're brimming with air. Taking a moment at the top to soaking in the life force we call oxygen. And exhale, noticing your body relaxing in different areas without any effort from you. Number 4, fully inhale the life force, beginning to feel these breaths purifying your body. Now exhaling, not having to do anything at all. Just notice how you're feeling. And 5, the last one, a full, beautiful breath coming in. Hold it at the top, feeling the goodness of this simple task. And now exhale, allowing the wave of relaxation to sweep again over you. Just take note of how you're feeling in this very moment. You now have an abundance of oxygen. This is how we're truly created to feel. Breathing deeply and fully is an expression of self-compassion. Let your breath be natural now and notice how abundance feels. Good. This is your new tool that you can use when faced with feelings of negativity and loneliness. Take 5 deep, purposeful, and helpful breaths that allow you to relax. These conscious and dedicated breaths even make it difficult for you to think negatively. So next time you catch yourself feeling hopeless, you must take these 5 healing breaths. There are many meditative techniques that give you back the reins, allowing you to take control of your emotions instead of letting your emotions control you. Mindfulness through meditation helps you become better acquainted with yourself and your emotions. So presently, you're just relaxing and feeling very safe and comfortable. No one needs you right now. This is time that you have dedicated to yourself, and nothing is disturbing you. You have nowhere to go and nothing you have to do right now. You're completely safe and relaxed and are able to make great changes without much effort. You are now being guided by your relaxation. Good. It's amazing how our feelings come and go, like waves on the ocean shore. We all know that there's absolutely nothing wrong with feeling relaxed. So it's just the same as there's nothing wrong with feeling uncomfortable. These are only sensations that you're experiencing. Sensations that come and go, come and go. Now, gently bring into your awareness the feeling of loneliness, and notice how and where any sensations of discomfort arises. Be with this feeling as if you're with a friend who's very upset about something that's happened to them. Be there for your discomfort, as if you're consoling a dear friend who has tears in their eyes. Join with your loneliness as if you're meeting up with someone you love because they called you and needed you. Is the feeling of loneliness actually scary? Or is it just like a friend who's experiencing a bad day and is calling out for someone to console them? You soothe your friend's tears with your compassion, the same as you soothe lonesome feelings. Be present and listen, because you're the only one who can give solace to this feeling. Just as how your friend reached out to not only you when they needed comfort. You alleviate feelings of desolation by being there with them and never pushing them away. Would you tell your troubled friend to go away when they called you upset and asking for your presence? No, you wouldn't. Then you don't tell your loneliness to go away either. Good. Now, allow any feelings of seclusion, discomfort, or pain to just pass by, like a rain cloud that has brought a heavy rain. The cloud passes by, and the sun peeks out, beaming with light and warmth. When you console uncomfortable feelings and sit with them as a friend, you're allowing a storm of upset to rain down, letting go, releasing, and then continue in the wind, seeing the sun break through, drying up the waters with the warmth. You can clearly see a smile on your friend's face because you're always there for them. Good. Okay, I'm going to mind the time for you and invite you to sit with yourself for just a few moments and be that friend to yourself. Recognize what comes up, look at it, examine it, and feel through it. I'll mind the time until you hear a soft bell. Okay, let's come back now. Take a big deep breath in. Hold it and release. Good. The cure for loneliness is to change our focus as soon as you feel it arise. Practicing these necessary techniques make for meaningful encounters with your inner self, allowing your loneliness to become your ally. I hope you've enjoyed this session today on a very, very important topic that we all feel at some point very deeply. Please consider sharing this session with someone that you love and care about. Be sure to take in more light today than you did yesterday. Thank you for joining me, and good job today. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Hello, and welcome to day 159, Becoming Peace, Meditation and Inspiration. The name of today's session is Attending to Emotional and Mental Difficulty. Today, you'll learn a skill to assist you with lowering the levels of emotional and mental distress. A simple tool. So stay tuned. Get ready to dive in. This channel is meant to be a faith-based rest stop for your heart, soul, mind, and body. A safe place and respite for you to drop the cares of the world and rest a while. When we are faced with a difficult emotion, we often seek ways to change how we feel, trying to outthink the emotional experience or putting our attention elsewhere. Have you ever had this experience? Sometimes I try to outthink myself, try to say, I'm just going to not be stressed, or I'm just not going to feel sad about this. Very interesting, isn't it? But attending to these moments with mindfulness requires some patience and compassion for ourselves. By caring for the painful experience, you can allow yourself to feel it and see it with clarity. This exercise that we're going to do today will help you practice being with the difficulty rather than pushing it away. So you can start this practice anytime you're experiencing something difficult. It can be an emotional experience, such as anger, a mental experience like racing thoughts, or an external experience like a stressful workday, or any other difficulty you face during the day. So when you notice that you're having a difficult moment, bring your awareness into the experience. Instead of pushing it away or resisting, turn toward it. So place your hand over your heart. By doing this, it stimulates the vagus nerve, that nerve that runs from the top of your head all the way through your trunk, down to your perineum. And it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is responsible for your rest and digest nervous system. So recognizing the pain and keeping your hand on your heart, along with offering a few phrases that you say to yourself, will be the practice that we're going to work on today. These phrases help you recognize the difficulty, turn toward it, and then respond with compassion. So this is a moment of pain or discomfort or difficulty or whatever. So here is what you're going to say to yourself. I cannot avoid all pain in life. I care about this suffering. And then you're going to repeat these phrases to yourself with the intention of caring for the difficulty. If your mind rushes and tries to fix the pain or solve the problem solving, just return to the phrases and self-compassion. The difficulty may not be gone. The challenge is still probably with you, but remember the phrases are always accessible throughout your day to say to yourself. So I'm going to hold space for you for a bit so you can practice and process this skill. And remember, the phrases you're going to say is, this is a moment of pain, and you acknowledge that pain, whatever it is, and say it out loud. Then you say, I cannot avoid all pain in my life. Next, I care about this suffering. And those are the 3 phrases we're going to practice today with your hand over your heart, supporting your autonomic nervous system. And keep your hand over your heart. Keep repeating these phrases and come back when you hear a soft bell. come back now. Take 3 big, deep cleansing breaths. You can remove your hand from your heart space when you're ready. Stretch out and wiggle your fingers and toes, coming back gently. That's good. Anytime you're feeling like you need a little more support, remember the action of placing your hands over your heart. It activates your vagus nerve and helps just start your nervous system calming, reassuring, and delicately offering your body support. And as you place your hand over your heart space, imagine you're filling up your heart with white, pinkish, brilliant Christ-centered light pumping into your heart through your fingertips and your palms. This act will immediately produce a calming effect over your entire being, encouraging a feeling of contentment and being taken care of. Well, congratulations on completing a new skill set. Please consider sharing this session with someone you love. And thanks for joining me today. And remember to embrace and take in just a slice more bit of light today than you did yesterday. I hope I see you tomorrow. I'll be here. I hope you are too. Bye for now.